Over the past year, I've read 5 books that didn't just try to motivate me. They tried to clarify how I think. And that distinction matters more than we admit. Most book reviews focus on summaries, highlights, or productivity takeaways. But books don't really change us for what is in the pages. They change us because of the questions they force us to sit with. Each one of these books challenged a different assumption. How we define meaning, how we interpret failure, how we understand the human mind, how we create a personality people relate to, and how honest we are with ourselves. Not loudly. Precisely. In this video, I'm not ranking them or selling you on all of them. I'm going to explain what each book gets right, where each one falls short, and who each book is actually for. Because not every good book equates to being good for everyone, because context matters. Starting with the first book, and the one I read most recently, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. This is a metaphorical tale on materialism. You follow a conversation between a burnt-out, big-shot lawyer and an old colleague of his. The two have taken very different paths in life, and now find themselves together again, trying to inspire one another. You see, this book asks you to question yourself. It's not telling you to quit your job, or as a matter of fact, to become a monk. It is telling you that your issues are probably to do with your own mind, and not really the world around you or your own lack of success. And the story is used in a way to nail that message. This book positively reiterates these points. You need to slow your thoughts, enjoy your achievements. If not, your ambition will always eat up your energy. So if you're a lawyer that is burnt out, you will most easily relate to this book. But I believe anyone with an ambition that is so large that it brings them to their knees should also open themselves to this process. It might be subtle and cheesy to some, but with an open mind, you truly start thinking about your choices in life from a very different perspective. We continue with an interpretation of failure so raw, it became a cult movement to some on the internet. I am talking about Can't Hurt Me. David Goggins is now a world-renowned motivational speaker, ultra runner, and author. But his story started with a childhood that broke his spirit and body, until he discovered his true enemy, comfort. He was unhappy and only had himself to blame, until he used challenges and hardship as a tool to climb out of this pit. Until he became so tolerant of discomfort that his mind was calloused to external forces and internal impulses. This is not a book about balance. It is far from gentle. The unapologetic rawness of the lines written will make you challenge your own identity, and it might not be a masterpiece of literature. However, the honesty employed in this book is something all adults that have gone too far deep in their comfortable routines could use. .com Secrets. Russell Brunson attacks your perception of success in digital sales. Your traffic is not your issue, neither is your offer or product. It's how you guide your customer through the whole process of buying. Your funnel. A funnel is a guided decision fueled by a precise story, structure, and belief that makes closing a client almost routine. This book provides incredible tactics for online sales. But mainly its true value is to understand how the human mind works and how to convince it that you have what it needs. It is very opinionated and often quite repetitive. But the honest truth is that it fights this claim that effort is equals to revenue. It does not, and that's exactly what I like about it. .com Secrets gives you a lens you won't unsee. Diary of a CEO. This one is a particularly fascinating read. Written by the host of the Diary of a CEO podcast, Stephen Bartlett. It's not particularly a business book. It's about advice that could impact your life and the way you do business. Particularly how you can create a personality that others look up to. This is formatted in 33 clear rules to follow. Bartlett covers discipline, success, confidence, but ultimately underlines that consistency is the all-encompassing goal of his rules. It's punchy, it's numbered, so you can easily record and remember the rules. However, it is also repetitive, creating a deja vu effect for experienced self-help readers. But if you need a reality check on what your priorities should be as an entrepreneur and creative individual, then this is the book for you to read. Finally, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Most of the books suggested are non-fiction, but once in a while, a work of fiction can carry such important life lessons that it scratches your itch for wonder and answers. This is that book. A recitation that follows a simple shepherd boy. You will encounter metaphors and personifications that subtly reveal themselves as you adventure through the pages, and it's extremely inspirational. It does move pretty slowly for a small book, so if you are a bit impatient and you don't respond well to philosophical fiction, you might want to stick to something else. But if you are a dreamer or someone who is at a crossroads with life, this book might help you to find the way again, because it will remind you why you started on your journey. Well, there's the review of these 5 books that I hope that you will enjoy for yourself one day. These will teach you perseverance, strategy, and consistency. Together they ask one question: what are you doing with your life? The link is attached in the bio for all of these books. If this video motivated you to read these, please do not let our journey end here. Subscribe for more ideas that are worth your time and how to spend it wisely. Then comment which book changes you the most.